Breaking news, the Greater Chennai Corporation, basically a city council, is sitting on a rupees 3500 crore debt burden. The city is officially out of cash to fund big project on its own. But before you start picturing yourself boarding to work next monsoon, chill. The World Bank just walked into a ribbon building with a plan. Here's what we are covering today. First, the financiality. How the city ran up a rupees 3500 crore bill. Second, the global squad, the big shot expert from the World Bank who flew in to help. Third, the green flags, citywide EV charging, solar schools, and cooler roofs. Fourth, the aesthetic upgrades, brand new walking plaza and beach revamp at Basi, Trivanmure, Palavakkam, and more. Fifth, the honest sketch, why there is no funding announced yet and what has to happen first. By the way, I'm Lakshay and you are watching Brickbird Detailed Newsroom. Segment 1, the bank account. Right now the city has zero extra money to build big public project on its own. GCC's total accumulated debt sits at around rupees 3500 crore, and that's limiting the corporation's ability to fund major infrastructure work independently. But that's just a debt pile. If you look at the fresh number for the financial year, GCC is also staring at a brutal rupees 1970 crore deficit, and that's a separate, more immediate problem. Here's how we got there. Basically, GCC is spending more than they are earning. According to civic body data, their day-to-day running cost, waste collection, public toilet, wages shot up hard. Revenue expenditure jumped from rupees 3581 crore in 2022-23 to rupees 5676 crore this year. That spending growth is a big part of why GCC's overall deficit for this financial year alone stands at rupees 1763 crore. Add loan EMI repayment on top of that, and the net deficit hits rupees 1970 crore. On top of that, GCC is sitting on nearly rupees 1930 crore in unpaid bills to contractor, while capital grants from government have dropped from rupees 1941 crore to just rupees 521 crore in the same period. So between an accumulated debt of rupees 3500 crore and a fresh rupees 1970 crore deficit this year, GCC's own budget is completely tapped out, which is exactly why they are looking outside to World Bank for help. Now here's something interesting. GCC's biggest hurdle right now isn't just the money, it's trust. The World Bank won't release funding until the city proves it can manage its finances responsibly. And weirdly, that's the exact same rule your bank applies to you. Your income alone doesn't get you a loan, your credit score does. If it's weak, door close, no matter how much you earn. That's actually the gap Z is built for. It's an FD-backed credit card, insured and partnered with RBI regulated banks, that helps you build a 750 plus credit score starting with a deposit as small as rupees 2000. No income proof, no existing credit history needed. Your deposit even earns up to 7% interest while it builds your score. Chennai is rebuilding its credit story with the World Bank. You can start rebuilding yours with Z. Link in the description. So on July 23rd, GCC Commissioner GS Samiran sat down at a Ripon building with a World Bank delegation to explore raising funds and technical assistance under a public-private partnership model. The World Bank team wasn't just generic officials. 4 specialists were named in the meeting. Omid Saberi, Principal Industry Specialist. Nagwenan, Global Operation Lead. Atif Mohammad Syed, Green Building Expert. And A. Gananselvam, Special Project Consultant. Their brief helped Chennai raise funds, improve climate resilience, and modernize public infrastructure. Segment 2, Fighting the Chennai Heat. Commissioner Samiran told reporters that a major priority is a climate resilience, integrated flood and rescue management strategies, plus cool roof solution to cut urban heat on a corporation building, along that a city-wide EV charging network under a triple P model, and rooftop solar panels on administrative buildings and GCC-run schools. The collaboration also covers upgrading GCC's public health centers and hospitals with technical support aimed at long-term emergency readiness. Segment 3, the upgrade zones. Beyond the environmental push, the proposal includes area-based development across 4 zones: Tunderpet, Washermanpet, Royapuram, Adyar, Besan Nagar. T Nagar, Tainampet, Royapet, Triplicane. GCC now has to identify exact location, finalize requirement, and prepare detailed project reports, essentially blueprints, before any funding is formally approved. Segment 4: How the city pays it back. The World Bank isn't just handing over cash. The collaboration also covers economic sustainability through what's called asset monetization. In plain terms, instead of raising taxes, GCC wants to generate more revenue by making better use of underutilized land and building already owns. Leasing them out, redeveloping them, putting them to commercial use instead of letting them sit idle. This is the piece the World Bank keeps coming back to, because the World Bank won't hand over a single rupee until GCC proves it can raise its own money. Prove it first, get funded after. Segment 5: So when does this actually start? Here's the honest answer, not a dramatic one. No funding amount has been announced yet. GCC still has to lock down project location and finish detailed project report before the World Bank can formally approve anything. This isn't unusual. GCC's past World Bank linked projects like 2021 Chennai City Partnership Program followed the same slow moving approval process before money moved. So if you are wondering why there's no shovel in the ground yet, that's why. The paperwork comes first.